everyone, welcome to another video. This one is titled Fun Ways to Stay Physically Active During Winter. Staying physically active seems much more appealing during the warmer weather in spring, summer, and fall. The warm sunshine, blue skies, birds chirping, and did I mention the warm weather? But winter, for a lot of us, eventually comes around, meaning colder temperatures, ice and snow, and right away many of us want to just hide indoors where it's warm and dry. It's tempting, for me as well. However, the benefits of regular physical activity remain the same, and even twofold, as they protect you now from getting the blues and the flus. So I've come up with a few fun ways to flip things up in your maybe dull winter routine, or to get yourself an attractive one during these few cold months. Hope you will enjoy and perhaps try these ideas. So let's start with number 1. Snowshoeing. This is a very old sport. Well, activity really, which can be traced back to the northern parts of some countries. It's mostly cold, snowy places like Alaska, Maine, Vermont, Canadian Northern Territories, some colder European countries like Norway, as well as places like Russia and Antarctica that have been known to have snowshoeing as a popular activity. It's not that common of an activity these days, but it's definitely worth a try, especially if you want to get a good lower body workout. All you need is appropriate winter attire, including good boots and snowshoes. You may also want to add Nordic walking poles for added support and upper body exertion, which you want to aim for. There are plenty of trails in Canada, for instance, in rural areas. And walking at a pace of 3 miles an hour can get you to burn between 450 to 800 calories. Number 2. Cross-country skiing. This is a somewhat similar sport, but one requiring skis opposed to snowshoes. And it's a really great total body workout. And yes, you can burn between 450 to 800 calories an hour doing it. But did you know that skiing has existed for thousands of years? Yeah, that's right, folks. It is believed that skiing goes all the way back to 8000 to 7000 BC. It didn't become a competitive sport until 1839, however, when it was included in the Olympics. It's definitely a great way to take your workout outdoors during the winter. It's even like taking an elliptical machine out in the snow, but where you'll be surrounded by trees and fresh open air. Just a suggestion. Okay, let's move on to the next winter activity, which is skating. Now, technically speaking, skating requires core and lower body strength, and also helps you develop those as well as other activity listed in this video. And you can burn anywhere between 400 and 700 calories while skating at a regular pace, continuously for an hour. But what many people don't know is that skating originated early on, they say in the Netherlands, as a means to communication and travel between villages. Later, Edward Bushnell presented the first ever steel-bladed skates, and then figure skating was developed from dance. It is known to be the oldest Olympic winter sport, dating back to 1908 Olympic Games. Then there's the wonderful and relatively new sport of snowboarding. Although it is only added to the Olympics in 1998, the sport was already present in the 1960s in the USA, where it is believed to have originated. It mainly requires core strength, even more than skiing, and an hour of it can burn between 350 to 640 calories. It is also a good practice of balance. Okay, So far, we've covered the most popular individual winter sports. But what about team sports, like hockey? So, number 5, hockey. Hockey is a fun team sport requiring at least 2 people and some equipment, like special hockey skates, leg pads for protection, as well as protection for the shoulders and chest. Often team attire, a helmet, a hockey stick, puck, and net. Ice hockey originated in Canada in 1879 when 2 McGill University students created its rules, and it's actually a combination of similar sports. By the 1890s, the sport became popularized in the USA and later in Europe. Not only is hockey a calorie-burning sport, but also a good developer of coordination and brings out a more competitive aspect in people. Some other winter sports include biathlon, tobogganing, curling, snow shoveling, igloo building, sledding, and jogging. Some require more equipment or financial expenses and people, while others do not. It's simply a matter of preference. Staying active during the winter season can also extend to other activities that can also be found indoors. Walking, for instance, particularly nature walks, but this can also be done inside if the weather is too cold. Dancing is another one. Whether it's tango, salsa, zumba, dance can be fun and an excellent way of staying in shape. Check out a local community center in your city if you live in or near a major metropolis and see what they offer. If you can't find anything though, don't stress. You can find and rent free DVDs at your local library or watch videos online that will guide you through a session to get your blood pumping. Then there's volunteering, which can include a plethora of opportunities. It's good for the spirit and the community. When you're getting ready to head out for a session of activity in the winter, keep these tips in mind. Eat a warm meal at least 45 minutes before your session. Helps if it is full of clean protein. Drink some water, but not so much so you won't be rushed to the washroom in the middle of your workout. Replace lost fluids quickly, within 30 minutes of finishing your workout. After your workout to prevent muscle cramps caused by dehydration. Wear sunscreen. Wear synthetic or wool clothing to stay warm. Warm up before your workout and do a cool down afterwards. And stretch properly before and after you exercise. And put on some music in your headphones. And then lastly, have fun. Has this motivated you at all? I certainly hope so. But feel free to leave any comments or suggestions you may add to what's been mentioned in this video. So I guess it's time for me to sign off for this video. Until next time, have a good one everyone. Ciao.